And a good evening to you out there. Welcome to the stream, everyone on the expedition and out there in Twitchland. My name is Commander Yannick, and welcome to the stream of the Passage to Andromeda expedition, and we have arrived today at Waypoint 10, which is named Waypoint Galactic after the Galactic mapping project. Say hello to everyone out there also in chat. How's it going? Hope you're having a good one. Wherever you may be in the Elite Galaxy or wherever you may be full stop. I hope you're having a good one. Right, this is a very interesting one as far as the community is concerned. Because the Galactic Mapping Project itself is the oldest that I'm aware of, or most people are aware of, the oldest community project within Elite Dangerous. It was started in 2015 in February by, again, Commander Eramus, the ever-famous leader of Distant Worlds 1 and 2 and various other Elite projects. Now, most people have heard of the Galactic Mapping Project, GMP for short, because it's basically been the source of EDSM's points of interest, POIs, over all these years. And ultimately, we sort of put together, over time, this sort of vast collection of wondrous discoveries through sort of stars, planets, interesting sort of mountains, canyons, biosites, all kinds of any phenomenon you could think of that exists in Elite Dangerous has usually been put into the Galactic Mapping Project, and it has grown enormously over the years. The GMP came out before EDSM even, so it sort of predates it by a year, but then EDSM, as we say, is sort of based on the data that commanders that have submitted to the Galactic Mapping Project, and then that has in turn given birth to EDSM, which is like a visualization, obviously, on the map, of the galactic map, of all those different discoveries over time. And with the appropriate details, we've also seen that in EDSM how it works out. You see a POI, you see all the details with it. That's usually individual commanders submitting it to the GMP thread on the official Frontier forums. But yeah, this is a sort of long and complex one, not as a individual stream, but I mean the project itself has been sort of a long and complicated one. Obviously, say initiated by Commander Eramus, but also then sort of led by people like Corb Moran and the very famous Anthor of EDSM fame. Various other people like Commander Andrew Gasper and Heavy Johnson and a few other different commanders. I'm sure I'm missing a few out, but there's a good list of them on the Frontier Forum site when you look at the GMP thread there. But yeah, there's been like a huge number of contributors. I think I can't remember how many, but there's probably hundreds of commanders who have added to it over the years. I'm literally looking at like an alphabetical list at the moment, but too many to mention. But you know who you are, and I thank you. We all thank you for your great contributions to the world of Elite, because obviously most people do use EDSM, and also ED Astro is the other major mapping site. But yeah, the GMP has actually been also the sponsor of various expeditions over time to find all these sort of wondrous sites throughout the galaxy. And obviously this is being displayed here is the EDSM galactic map with the little GMP sort of badge in the corner. So call it a patch. I suppose it is technically a patch as well, but we're all sort of familiar with the EDSM galaxy. But part of this, I would also like to take a sideways step into some of my own kind of personal involvement, should we say. I'm not one of the main GMP people at all, but I have made contributions of a kind. Apart from like POI submissions, one of the expeditions that was sponsored alongside things like Distant Worlds 1 and 2 by Galactic Mapping Project was my first actual expedition, the Mercury 7 expedition of 3303. And this was the basic route of it. I'd already set this as the route of it, but then the Galactic Mapping Project came to me and said, do you wish to be basically sponsored by us, and we do not know that much about this part of the galaxy, let's go out and map it. And we were tasked with doing that. This is in the sort of northwest of the galaxy. You see where the Orion-Perseus conflict sort of gives way to places like Vegas Reach and Ishtar, which was at the time almost not mapped at all. There were a couple of people who'd been through it, but it was those outer regions were almost totally unknown. And we did actually find quite a few different POIs which the GMP and EDSM then took up. That's the obviously the EDSM sort of trace of the various commanders of the expedition and their various routes, as every expedition has. And this was my sort of thank you list after that. As you can see, some of the GMP people are involved with this, but yeah, interesting times, definitely. And the GMP came to an end this year, and I think in May this year it actually stopped accepting any more POI submissions because the staff involved felt that they'd done their bit and that the whole project wasn't really suited to the new sort of 4.0 Odyssey galaxy, and that it was a project of its time and whose time had been and gone effectively. But that's why it's had a good run, and it's been one of the most amazing and sort of beautiful pieces of sort of player cooperation that I've ever seen in any game. This is one of the sort of cornerstones that's made the Elite community, and specifically the Elite Dangerous Exploration community, such a sort of a wonderful collection of players, really such a wonderful community that has achieved so much. But yeah, that's the end of my little presentation for today. Those of you who are obviously in the Odyssey flotilla, you can return to what you were doing beforehand, climbing up or falling down from mountains or whatever else you were doing. But those of you in Twitch land, I'm going to continue to stream from the Horizons flotilla for the rest of the meetup, and I will see you shortly as I switch over. Right, okay, we're back in game now. Excellent, excellent. Right, we're here on another ice world, which I will shortly show you. But we're here with a couple of different commanders. Got Commander Strapcast and Sockenpup. Hello to you both. Got a couple more, I think, on the way.
Hello. Yeah.
Hello again. Excellent. Oh, I see. Hello, Strapcast. Good to see you as well. I think Von Trapp and Commander Duran are also on their way in. But at the moment, it's just us three.
Yeah, but they're on
Yeah,
Odyssey.
I'm approaching.
Yeah, but they look still on Odyssey.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch over to
Because
Horizons
I'm
right
still
now.
in space, I'm gonna switch to Horizons as soon as
Okay,
gonna sell data.
right, excellent.
Yeah, I just
5
finished
jumps,
sending.
5 jumps maximum.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
No any secondary task. I'm not gonna even check the planets. Just one neutron jump and another jump. And another
All right, are we in Waypoint system or a different one?
A different one.
It's on the
Go to announcements or the meetup info
meetup.
channel, and then you can see the
Okay.
coordinates of it and the
Okay.
system name. Yeah, we're basically SRV racing today anyway, so that'll take a little while. I think I'll wait for people to arrive here because there's no point in starting out before we're all ready. I might take to the air though just to get myself ready. Having said that, what I might do is we might race once around the circuit just to see what it's like individually, because I've done this but obviously not in the group of people, and then see how long the lap takes, and if it's really, I think it's a fairly long one this, but I'm just thinking with there's only 5 of us, so shall I be the start or finish line laser or just take part? The agony of choice.
It seems we have 4 participants and 1 markman, yeah?
Yeah, I think that 4 is actually a fairly reasonable number. I was slightly joking, but yeah. I mean, I race when I can, but as you say, I'm being the start-finish marker anyway. Yeah, that works. I'm going to take a slight gain in altitude. Not too far above you guys, I'm still in the same instance. But I'm just, because this will be approximately where the start-finish line is anyway. But yeah, you can see from when you approach, we're on a kind of ring that's above the rest of the planet. But it's kind of fun. It's like a raised area, I suppose. And it's not necessarily the easiest of SRV courses, but bits of it are quite flat, but bits of it aren't. So, it's got its own challenges. Here we are. Oh, I see an SRV's already out and about. That's cool. That's cool.
It's Dropcast.
Oh, I'm always glad when people are eager to go.
There you are.
Yeah, I'm just hanging about a few hundred meters ahead.
Yeah. Now I see the red. Bottom of your ship.
Never had it take so long to load.
Yeah.
So you know, or ways to exit the con if it sucks you in, except dropping your speed, because it's not really working while you're in con on supercharged phase. I just remember that I sometimes just being stuck in here.
What I might do is
in a very wide con with fast rotating stuff.
Actually, I'm going to show the course to the stream, so I'll just hang around floating above you guys for a bit. Yeah. Right, bear with me a second while I actually bring up the correct map, because otherwise it's not going to make as much sense. I mean, it's not the most intricate or complex of events, but it's kind of worth seeing it. Yeah,
Rotate your ship, Yannick. Maybe you're covered a little bit.
I'll move it in a second. I'm in the middle of sort of showing the stream sort of pictures of where we are, or at least trying to find the pictures.
Rotate your ship a little bit.
I'm
better pictures.
I'm indisposed at the second. I'll bear with you. Bear with me. I'll be with you in a second.
Hello.
Howdy?
Love that turning your shields on while docked, like insta charges them.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Right, I'm trying to find the right map here. Sorry about this. Right, that should be it. Okay. Right, to those of you in Twitch land, this is basically the map of where we are and what we're doing. This is above an ice world. That's like the plan view, the aerial view of where we are. It's fairly sort of... It looks simple on paper or the screen, but in reality it is going to be more difficult than that. It always is. And these things are never that smooth. Well, some ice worlds have bits of them that are smooth, but overall, yeah, it isn't necessarily so. Right. Sorry, you guys were saying. Yeah, that should be fine.
Yeah, we see that.
Yeah, that should be the beam I'll use. Cool. And this is a mining laser. It's not like some of the other slightly more dodgy beams that people have been using earlier on. It's always wise to use the mining one because it doesn't really damage anything. Well, it technically can, but it's not significant enough to damage a ship properly.
And actually will, but on low amount of HP.
Yeah, also the mining laser is quite low power, so
Okay, ready
can
for a
keep it on.
wing.
Okay, right.
2 jumps are already performing first one.
Right, I've just found Von Trapp.
I have sent them in light.
Okay, me
Galactic.
too. So yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Right. Okay, while waiting for him to come in, I will be... Just bear
3
with me a
minutes.
second. I have to... I'll be back in just 2 minutes. Sorry about this.
Yeah, I'm sitting around here. I'm putting them down.
Waypoint 10, welcome me.
Okay, back.
Oh, and there was actually a right near the Nathan star. Yeah, it's very bright. And it's so loud.
What is loud?
Nathan star.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say about non-existent air,
Yeah.
which conducts this sound.
I normally have a liter in a level that I can barely hear it and have the radio running or some stream for the music while in Super Cruise.
It's
or
giant vacuum cleaner sound in my cockpit.
Really? That's
That-
strange.
Yeah.
I can't hear anything from this end, so it mustn't. Whatever it is purely background.
I lost the wing signal.
Okay. I'll try and.
Oh, got it.
Okay, cool. Let's go to external cam.
Oscar 9107, arrive at Endeavour location, request docking.
The lovely Imperial cutter there. The light's coming on.
Yep.
Zoom in further to the ships. Well, as far as we reasonably can, anyway. Cool. The DBX is taken off. Dismiss ship, I suppose.
How's it going?
I think it might have been dismissed by the SRV. It looks that way, anyhow. Right, this kind of raised section that we're on, it's fairly wide at this point, but it gets narrower. So if you kind of fall off it, you can get back on relatively easily. But as always, these things look more simple than they actually are. It'll be flat through bits of it, but other parts are definitely much more rocky. See the star in the background, and of course the nebula, the ever-present. It's kind of beautiful, this one. It's very similar looking to the Helix Nebula. That sort of blue and pink. I must admit, Elite does that very well, the nebulas.
Like?
I think this waypoint is the POI is referred to as Trigonite Blend, but that's where you've got the neutron star at the core of the planetary nebula we're looking at.
Oh, what do you think about our suns in distant future gonna become just one small white dwarf?
That is some interesting terrain.
Yeah. Yeah, most stars will become white dwarfs eventually. Our star included. The sun will end up going that way.
Very heavy stars are gonna become neutron or even black dwarfs, black holes.
Quite a large star would be needed to make a black hole, though. They're usually quite massive stars. I mean, our star, the sun, isn't particularly large.
Yeah.
So it's probably not going to happen. It'll just become a white
Of
dwarf.
course not, it's
Yeah.
too light to become something unusual.
Well, that's the thing. It'll become a red giant first when it expands, and then it'll shrink into a white dwarf eventually. I mean,
We're already gonna wait a minute. How it is? We're gonna expand long before it even starts to heat up
that's true, yeah.
to make life on Earth unbearable.
I mean, let's assume human civilization, this is being optimistic, let's say it lasts 1 million years. That's still nothing compared to the life of a star. As you say, it's like it won't even get close to being a red giant in that time. I mean, for all we know, lots of civilizations in the universe have already been there, done their thing, expired. Ooh, the Asper's landed nearby. That's cool. Yeah, done their thing and it already sort of been and gone.
Congrats, me.
Yeah.
I'm now billionaire.
Well, this is the thing. If in real life we were all as rich as we were in this game, we'd have a hell of a good time, you know. most of us are billionaires or at least 100
Alright, switching to
millionaires.
Horizons.
Yeah. Truly the elite. Let's zoom in on the classic exploration ship. Well, one of them anyway. It's a good looking ship. I think I like the paint job.
2D.
It's got that kind of metallic paint job on it. That's pretty nice. That's very cool. Just looking at some of the images that people have submitted over the last few weeks. Some really good ones. For an ice world, this isn't that shiny.
Really?
Actually, let's go to system map and have a quick look at where we are. Yeah, we're at 2D, planet 2D. Sorry, body 2D, technically speaking. Kind of near the polar regions here, according to the projection.
I'm at Horizons, but still, the price long pricing the system to plot the world.
So the greenish looking planet as
Yeah.
well.
Plotting.
Right. For some reason it's being really slow today. I don't know why. It's discovered by Guy de Lombard. Yep. Yeah, for some reason it's not very responsive right now. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't get it. I wanted to show the data for the system, but I'm clicking on it and nothing's happening, which is irritating. Yeah. As often as anyone who streams out there kind of knows what happens. You try to do something that's normal that you do all the time in a particular game, and once you're streaming it, it starts not working. That's just typical. Cool. I can see Commander Socken Pups SRV. Let's get a little closer.
In the system, approaching.
Mm-hmm. I will sort of
Yeah,
hover
see.
around here. Maybe I'll pull back a little bit, but yeah, this will be I think where we'll be starting. Actually, I might just put it on auto.
That sounds odd.
What does? The cannon. The mining laser.
Hey, what was your fancy word for clockwise or
Um,
counterclockwise?
I think, well, you mean the really old-fashioned term, like, what was it, like, Widdershins is counterclockwise,
Yeah.
something like that, yeah. And is DSO was, like, clockwise, I think? That was it? Those are really old-fashioned terms, but almost no one uses those anymore. But, yeah, once in a while you get someone who'll bring it up. It's kind of fun. But we're racing...
Yeah, I was trying to Google it. I couldn't even find it there.
Really? Surprising. We're racing clockwise anyway, so yeah.
Well, at
That's...
least not with my Google foo, but
It's
found
probably
veering
there
and
somewhere.
backing, which I guess is
Okay, we decided
interchangeable.
clockwise, yeah?
Yeah, it's racing clockwise.
Yeah, we're going clockwise.
I think with Google, it's like 90% of the time
Yeah,
you can
from
find what
ship.
you want. Sorry.
So is your laser pointing the direction we go?
No, that's just the
On the
start
other
line.
side.
As in, like, you go, that's just showing, where to line up. It's like,
Relative to the ships, we go from the ships through the laser, or from the through the laser to the ships.
no, you line up in your SRVs, like, directly under the laser as close as you can. That's the sort of start line.
And and also important question: how much loss?
Yeah, but it means as we leave the ships,
Mm-hmm.
do we leave the start line towards the ships or away from the ships?
Best to dismiss the ships, actually. The start line is kind of... Actually, I'm going to turn my ship to find the bearing of where we're racing, because I should have probably said that earlier. But we're kind of racing approximately towards, like, about 100 degrees, I think. Actually, I'm just going to gain altitude just to make sure I'm not sending you over the abyss by mistake.
Again, how much laps we're
Alright,
gonna
well,
have today?
I'm pacing 100 right now.
Yeah, it's about... Yeah, you should be racing to about 90 degrees in that general direction.
Right.
And then you'll find, like, where to turn, because of, the thing just drops off at each side. So it's pretty straightforward to keep on the straight and narrow. At least I'm hoping it is. I did try the SRV about a day or so ago. But... Right. Okay. Here we are. Where is everybody? Yeah, just make sure I'm not trying to shoot the SRVs as I'm doing this. But yeah, I'm putting my ship at, like... Yeah, you're racing towards 90 degrees, but my ship laser's obviously aimed at 180, so that's like the start line. So you kind of go up to your SRVs, go in, make a line at the start. The ships are irrelevant to it, to be honest. I'll put it in the chat as well to remind people. Mm-hmm.
Fuel replenished.
$90 kilometers descending.
Okay. I can see on the thing there's a ship to my left.
You can see me in the sky.
See someone on the radar, but I can't see them in real life. Huh. Well. Probably an SRV or something. No, it's not.
Driver assist on. Driver assist on. Driver assist off. Driver assist on.
That's very loud, the driver assist thing. Right. I can see unmanned Von Trapp at the moment, but that's about it. And so some other SRVs I should see as well. Okay. But yeah, it might be best to dismiss the ships, because they're going to dismiss anyway over time.
Also, yeah, hello stream chat. I am here.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hello.
Ooh.
Do you need a start-finish line with a laser?
I was going to be that person. We can take it in turns if you like, though. I mean, I'm here with the ship firing away already. If you want to do the first race and I'll do the second, then that might work out best.
Sure.
Cool. Right. Just find me at the moment. I'll wing you in directly. Actually, I've got a full wing, so I'll have to leave that one. Are you already coming towards the system now?
I'm in system. I'm in transit from the main star.
Okay, I'm trying to leave wing at this moment.
Bro- bro-
assist on. Driver assist.
Yeah, I brought my old trusty Cobra.
Who keeps switching drive assist off and on all
Do
the
you have one
time?
of them
It's-
fancy Mark IVs?
It comes across very loud.
What comes across loud?
Someone keeps switching drive assist off and on, and it comes across as loud as your voice is at the moment. I'm surprised about that. Actually.
Oh, okay. Well, it won't
It's
be
kind of
me.
comical.
Line.
That's just me. I try to figure out what is my turret switch.
Okay. I mean, drive assist does have a
Long time not really for me.
drive assist does have a function, mostly when you're sort of like exploring for mats, and you don't want to keep your thumb pressed down all the time, or whichever control
Yeah.
method you're using.
My drive assist should be with an overlay to turret. So if I press the shift, it should be the turret, and without shift, it should be drive assist, but it's just drive.
Okay, I sent you a wing request, Logan, so you should get that.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of a maneuver right now. I'll pick it up in just a moment.
Okay, cool. As long as you get it. You know what Horizons is like sometimes. You send a wing request and it doesn't even get there. The person doesn't even see it. That happens too much.
Oh. And I just remembered I need to...
What are you doing? On the top.
I just have to turn on my wing beacon.
Collecting
You just start driving somewhere.
Oh, I see him now. Yep, cool. Super Cruise. Yeah. Here we go.
Maybe you check in the truck. Okay, that's fine.
No, I just saw some. Oh, they're gone. Saw some mats weren't far off, but then they disappeared on me.
Yeah. Imagine people collecting
I'm
stuff
not
in the
sure
middle
if
of a
I'm
race.
on the right side of the world just yet.
Okay.
Logan,
Is it-
are you
is it,
participating today?
Huh?
Hi.
Are you participating today? Because we have
Oh,
Yannick,
I'm
a
help-
streamer, and four service.
I'm
crew.
helping out, and I might participate in one race.
Yeah. You probably should try
There
to
we go.
do this first race because, say, I'm already sort of set up in position as the starter. So, yeah.
Sure thing. There we go. I had to circle around the moon to get there.
So shields extend beyond the wheels.
Hmm.
Well, that'd be kind of embarrassing if they weren't. Oh, hey, we can just pop his tires.
Yeah.
Not
Exactly.
good.
Yeah.
But nice it has after inflating system.
Hmm.
Is the course pretty self-explanatory?
Yeah, you just like stay on the raised bit basically. Just don't fall off. Essentially, that's the guidance.
Okay.
I mean, there is an element of anarchy involved in this, I'll admit, because
They-
it's very wide in certain places and it gets much narrower in others. But yeah, it's part of the thrill of being an explorer. It was like sometimes you just have to work it out as you go. I mean, it's either that or we have very small courses that aren't as fun. Okay, let's have a look.
Is it a clean race or a dirty race?
As clean as we can get it, anyway. I mean, if you absolutely... I don't generally encourage people taking other people out, but, you know, sometimes there's a bit of argy-bargy going on. But, yeah, as clean as you can
Gimme.
reasonably make it.
Racing line priority then.
I'm not sure there is a racing line around here, if I'm totally honest. But, yeah, if you...
Almost ready. Yannick, come on. We're ready.
And we're been floating around for the last half an hour. Does anyone else need a wing invite then?
Okay,
That's a
I'm
nice
on the
place
end.
for higher screenshot.
Can you
I'm
line
on-
up the one on the left side?
Okay, let's
Can
go
you line
to
up?
external.
Looks better.
Yeah.
Picture.
Okay, I think we've got a few
I'm on
people
the
lined
right
up
end,
already.
Right end of the line.
Okay, so is everyone lined up who wants to race?
Yeah, there.
I think I'll
Yep.
reduce the height a little bit just so we've got a little bit more interest going on. Okay, I should.
Where's that on the right side? Not
fully-
lined up. Wrong angle. Yeah, here. Not line up.
Ooh. Interesting the dust that this place throws up. Okay, cool.
Nice
That's a
paint
nice
job
side.
on the ship there.
It's pretty good, isn't it? Okay, I can see some shields going off already. Okay, is everyone out in the SRVs ready to
He's
race?
pushing it.
Stop harassing the SRV to the left
I think
from
we've
me.
got 5 people here, so that's actually a good number. Right, if you're ready,
You're gonna blow up.
in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Wait a
1.
minute.
Ah, stop. What's the delay?
Okay.
One SRV is not aligned.
Stop whoever's gone off first.
Second part
starting,
just
right?
standing in front and doing nothing. Maybe he's AFK because
Is that the start?
No,
Here.
come back.
Strapcast just pushed him from behind.
Come back.
Strapcast
Come back.
pushed him from behind, and he just staying right now.
We had a full start there.
Socken, are you here?
I'm here. I'm ready.
Where are you on your client side? Because now you're pushed by Strapcast and staying in front of the line.
Me.
No. Maybe desync?
I think that's one trap, isn't it?
Yeah.
The laser.
Mm-hmm. Cool, right. We've already got some Demolition Derby stuff going on here now.
Unmuted sounds.
It was perfectly lined up. Not me.
Be nice, at least until the race gets going, you know.
Yeah.
We don't want to have someone die before the race even starts, you know.
Okay, we're gonna stop the cars.
Okay,
Line
right.
up,
Take
two
2.
cars, 2 left cars.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. Race take 2.
Is everyone ready now?
Okay, awesome. Right, I'll start the count again. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And they're away. I feel like I should follow them, but I have to do the start line thing, so I'll just stay here and watch them as far as I can
Yeah.
by the remote camera.
Yep.
Okay, let's have a look.
It's more controllable than the United States.
Yeah. I think some of you may come towards an edge
Just
in the
only
near
big
future.
boulders splash you from the course. Not absolutely every boulders, like in Odyssey.
Yeah. It's much more rugged terrain here in Horizons. Yeah, I think some of you guys might reach the edge quite soon. It looks that way. So then you'll have to sort of turn away from it. But yeah, this race could get interesting if it isn't already. Right.
the way, I was doing some exploring, and I landed in a canyon, and I wanted to get up out of the canyon,
Hmm.
and I used that backwards climbing technique.
Oh yeah. Funnily
Worked
enough,
out real well.
now I was actually thinking of you and your technique recently because I was this week when I was scouting for some good places to hold an event. I went to 2 separate mountains that were both really good. Problem is the visibility was terrible at them. They both went into night too quickly and wouldn't be right for now. But I was like
Oh yeah.
going around and thinking exactly what you were saying about going backwards, thinking that we're definitely going to have to do this before the end of the expedition as well. Do another like mountain climb with people all going up in reverse, or if they want to go up straight, then they can do that too. But but it's definitely something I got Frontier probably didn't
I
plan
think
on
I'm on
people
course.
doing. Sorry, who does someone want winging in?
By the way, I think it was on the Burr Pit video. I saw an SRV being dropped out of a ship, and apparently the what apparently is the cargo bay box on the back of the SRV
Mm-hmm.
isn't part of the SRV initially when it's dropped. It actually gets loaded as you as part of the loading
All
sequence.
right,
Really?
well, I fell off.
Surprising that I didn't realise that. So, what actually is
So
the
I
box at
guess
the rear?
inside the ship, I would assume it's things like life support modules and storage,
Mm-hmm. Something like
you
that,
know,
yeah. Probably.
general stuff.
Yeah, probably that.
Because I don't think there's really any room inside the actual front bubble for the life support. I think it's
Yeah,
piped in.
that would make sense, yeah.
I mean, I started thinking about that because of that video, and I thought, it'd make sense if it was just coming in from the back.
Yeah. Makes
I'm
sense.
still not
yeah.
sure. I'm still not sure exactly how the bubble is supposed to be, entered and exited by the pilot. Some references seem to indicate it. It's like a regular cockpit canopy, and you get in from the top, and others seems to be more like it's a side mount, like a car door.
Yeah, I'm guessing because of the way that the
Am
animation...
I on the course?
I can't see, so I can't tell you. Yeah, for the SRV, it looks like from the
Yeah.
animation that you kind of get inserted from the top. So I'm kind of assuming that the pilot seat that you're in the cockpit gets lifted and transferred into the SRV, and it becomes your cockpit seat in the SRV.
Yeah, kind of Thunderbird style there.
Mm-hmm. I could be completely wrong, but yeah, if anyone from Frontier is listening, do tell us.
I'm not alone. Can I going?
Oh my, now I'm leading.
Cool. Hey, Commander Bad Cops, how's it going? Hello, everyone in the chat
Oh,
on Twitch as well.
I think we're at the turn.
Cool. And I'm looking to see any signs of lights in the distance, but none so far. You disappeared from visual range for me a little while ago, but I'm sort of scanning the horizon, looking for signs of life.
Right. I doubt we're within graphics load range at this point.
Yeah. I expect you'll probably come back in about 5 or 10 minutes, something like that.
Yeah. I think AG Duran is out in front.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm slide.
Cool.
You might outrun me now.
Right. In the meantime, let's have a look round further at this wonderful little world. It's very sort of greenish looking in places. And then the star, looking a bit brighter than it was.
I love worlds
Nebula.
like this that have like a prominent nebula in the sky. That's always nice.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think I was saying earlier actually to people that the nebulas, the way that they're generated in Elite, are absolutely beautiful. I mean, some of the ones that are just like, there's like the very typical like orangey red ones that are like 10 a penny. I mean, those are still cool though. I mean, this kind of one, the sort of pinkish blue ones, those are excellent.
Wait, it seems we lost the direction or something. Yeah, it shall be to the right from me now because we are running clockwise, but 7 kilometers.
What I will do actually is I'm going to gain some altitude so that the laser can be seen from further away, just so that you've got some idea of orientation.
Aside from me.
Yeah, but I'm sort of angling it so that you can see it from a height.
Wait, did we turn have we come around all the way on the course? Are you still at the same general area?
I am. I haven't moved at all.
I don't
Oh,
feel like
well,
you moved out.
well, in that case,
Okay.
I got all right. We got all the way around the track, and I have missed the starting line, and now I'm coming in. So probably whoa.
I can't see.
Somebody crossed my T there and almost T-boned me.
I've put basically what I've done is I've gone nose down a few kilometers up, so the laser's pointing downwards.
Yeah, I see you.
Yeah, cool. So that
Thank you for that, because otherwise I would have made another lap around the track.
I can't literally see any other ships or SRVs. Like, I see one now. I think.
Well, you're
that's an SRV? No, it's not actually. It's just a boulder.
if you're maintaining the same general arrangement,
yeah,
then I might be off to your right-hand side.
Okay.
Maybe.
I have no idea.
I'm
what the
looking
course
out.
is.
Yeah, for any signs of life at all. So, yeah.
Well, you're about 5 kilometers from me.
Okay. I'm scanning the sort of general area in that direction where you would be coming from. My camera is about a few K up as well with the ship, so yeah.
Yeah. But at least now I've got something to look for and aim towards.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah. I mean, some of this is quite a
Which
good
direction? I have lost.
Can you see the laser?
Yeah, I'm definitely lost too.
Right,
Well, look
well,
around
this-
for the green laser, because I think at this
Actually,
point it should be visible.
some people looks
Yeah,
like they're coming.
decent
They're
laser.
coming back towards me.
Invisible.
You're actually coming the wrong way, so that you're now suddenly moving counterclockwise towards my laser. So you've probably got lost at some point.
Ah,
Yeah,
because
there's at least 2
it shall
people,
be a ring clockwise.
maybe 3.
Or you moved, or we just left the course.
I think I see the rim again.
I think what's happened to you guys is
It was usually a ring around the crater.
yeah. Well, it's
now
What
at
sort of raised bit.
3.5 kilometers from you.
Yeah, I can see at least 2
I can see
SRVs,
7 kilometers.
but yeah, I'm completely sure actually that you guys have actually you've probably come back at the wrong
That's
point.
pretty chaotic race. I like that.
So chaotic, you've actually
Got my
completely.
bright headlights on.
You've
so
gone probably. I
that's
reckon
all.
this is my
If
theory.
nothing else, you might see my headlights coming.
I think you guys have gone halfway around the course and then started coming back the other way. So you've come back on yourselves.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I can't tell where
Well,
the edges
if
are.
that's the case, then effectively we did make a full turn around the course. We just
Yeah.
did it the opposite.
just
We
ma-
just-
You did it the wrong way
try.
around. Yeah.
yeah, we,
I'm
Yeah.
going to look the other way in case someone has come around the other way, but I don't think so. I'm not seeing any signs of life on the other side.
We stuck together, more or less.
That's probably it. You know what it is? One person probably thought this is the right way to go, and everyone else just follows them. That's not the first time that's happened. Yeah,
I
I
am
can.
now at
Yeah,
just under 2 kilometers, and I'm almost directly beneath you.
I think that's what I'm looking at right now. I think my camera's seeing what it's you, Logan.
And I'm 3 kilometers from Logan.
Yeah, I think I can see you as well. I can see 3 now with the lights, but yeah, it does look like it's following my leader this time round. Well, it makes for interesting viewing as well, I
Maybe
can
an
tell
idea
you.
for such races. Maybe an idea for such races.
Yeah, maybe.
2 more director ships with gonna
See if we
float above the track and
see if we
not
can make
direct
the
with
full
tear beams.
thing. Oh yeah, Logan's definitely here now. I can see him beneath. I'm back in the cockpit. So yeah. I'm
I'm
gonna.
not sure how to count the finish of the race now, unless you come down and put yourself where you were.
I will.
and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Cross the finish line.
I will do that in a second. I'm just doing this so that other people can find their way back.
Right.
I'll do that for a little bit until other people have returned, and then I'll switch back to my previous position as you've suggested.
Okay. Commander Von Trapp is coming in
Mm-hmm.
2 kilometers away from my position.
Yep, I can see.
Sock and Puppet is 2 kilometers.
I
Yeah.
feel like I
And
was beyond
Duran
Oh,
is
course.
coming in. Yeah. Okay, so I think everybody sees you.
I see the laser. I don't see the course.
That's the problem for everyone here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
high.
It's not the easiest one to follow, probably, but yeah. This is the only problem with bigger courses, because you go out of
You can
range
be
at some
sure
point.
The easiest thing you
I wonder if it might help if I actually did get all. If you had the start finish,
Mm-hmm.
but I positioned myself completely on the opposite side of the course as the mid-course marker.
Mm,
I wonder if
Yeah.
that would help.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
will help definitely.
probably. But then again, we'll
I
have
could do
fewer
that.
people
Good.
racing,
I'm
so
gonna jump across what I think is the middle of the course,
yeah.
just to
Perfect
see.
drift.
I have an idea. We could do that, but I don't. I'd rather not 2 of us be course markers. That means we're going to have only 3 people racing.
Can you
Right.
manually set the
Okay.
wing markers in Odyssey in Horizons? I think you can, right?
You have to have ships basically to do it. There's no other way of marking out courses, I'm afraid.
Let me check them up in the server.
I mean, other than maybe bits of terrain that can be assigned as sort of waypoints within a course, it's very difficult to do that. Hence, this has been a problem since the word go in in Elite Dangerous.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and cross this green marker here, and I guess consider myself to have done the course. Whether I'm first or not, I have no idea.
I'll say that you are first because you were the first one to turn up.
Because we fucked up the race.
Yeah.
That's my first run on the track to the time issues. So, round
Okay.
2.
Yeah. It would be really
Let
ironic
me go over here and recall my ship.
if I start racing this and
Well,
I
actually,
actually
wait a
get my
minute.
own
I may
course
not need
wrong.
to.
That would be quite amusing.
That'd be embarrassing.
Yeah. As I say,
Okay, yeah,
it's possible to
everybody's
do that.
converging, so
It's entirely possible to do that, though.
all right.
It is
I'll
easy
go
to
ahead
get
and
lost
call
if you're
my
not
ship
careful.
here.
We actually have 5 SRV. So, 2 markers plus 4 members of the race. Shall be fine.
Let's see if we can complete a lap normally, because that would be interesting. Maybe then change it after.
I've got
that.
an idea for how to set myself up here that might help to a degree.
Okay.
Whoops.
Uh-huh.
There we go. Ah, man, these boulders really wreck your wheels.
They do. They do.
They do it absolutely every time.
All right. Well, I'm boarding my ship over here to see if I am on part of the course, because if so, then I was nowhere near it initially.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Board.
the track. Now I see the track. Uh-huh.
See, what I'm thinking here is I brought the... Now, your laser is an actual weapons laser, right?
No. This is the mining laser. I stopped using the weapons laser.
Oh,
Weapons
okay.
are forbidden here.
I wondered why it was pulsing, but okay.
Well, no, it's only pulsing because
Alright,
I've actually set it
so-
to auto fire on my controller, and that's only got a pulse setting. So, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I don't want to give myself unnecessary repetitive strain.
right.
Oh, Logan,
So,
since you're
let's
here,
see if
you
I-
might be the second
I'm going to turn
one
off
here, on
the.
the other
pulse.
side of the
Okay.
track.
Yeah. Right, I'll land now.
Yeah, I don't
and,
really have that option myself.
Okay. You don't have to be
See, I
constantly
figure
on.
if I set,
Alright, on
I gotta actually hold it. I mean, I've got some tape here. I can actually hold the button down with. That's about as close to automatic as I can get.
What you could do is that you could
But
turn
what
it
I'm
on
thinking,
intermittently. You know, when we're out of sight, then switch it off, and then when we think we're about to like
Right,
come
yeah,
round again.
yeah.
So like, or turn it on maybe like for a few seconds at a time in between, so that people have got something to aim for every now and then. Yeah, intermittent use is probably the best idea. I don't want to give you an
Right.
injury either, or tape your keyboard down, or anything else that we don't have to do.
It's no problem. It's no problem.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay,
But what
so
I'm thinking
where
is
I
if
am
I
over
get up
here,
a
I
little
think
higher,
was part of
get
the
up a
course.
little higher from where you were,
Mm-hmm.
and then aim down, that should be. Is it reaching the ground?
I just had a quick look at the Odyssey people.
Hold on.
Yeah, so like the meets are pretty short this one,
There we go.
actually.
There we go. Now it's reaching.
This is like an hour and 15
Yeah.
minutes into it, and they're already going to orbit.
Okay.
It's like, huh?
Right. Right. All right. To tell you what, does everybody see where I'm striking the ground with
Yeah.
the laser?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty much line up close to that. Not too close. Don't want to get hit by it. But
Mhm.
line your SRVs up over there.
Sure.
I got enough
Okay,
excess.
course from there.
I got enough excess capacity. I can keep this on indefinitely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I use joystick Kremlin and I have a keybind so I can fire endless for mining.
Mhm.
That's nice.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
doing it with the regular mouse control.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Really wish you
I
could do
know,
like
I'm
an
on
airdrop of your
Windows.
SRV.
Right.
Okay, checking the
Let's
direction.
see. I guess.
Which way
Let
are
me
we
actually-
facing, though?
Sorry.
Hold on. Let me actually get down close so I can actually have a horizontal beam for you. All right. So let's do that. I'm going to aim above the ground now. How's that?
Okay. Yeah. I'll have
Nice.
to align myself a
Visible.
little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
see. Yeah, better. Much better.
Cool.
So, starting direction is there, yeah?
So do we line up with the ship to our left or to our right? Starting.
Line to the laser.
You should be. Yeah, basically parallel to the laser. And actually, I want
Okay.
to hold what you've got right now. I'm going to pop up a second and make sure of the course direction.
It's 90 degrees approximately where we should be sort of aiming towards. Right.
Just say
line up
third
alongside the
direction.
crater, don't we?
azimuthal direction to the south. That's
Uh,
better.
Let's see.
Bringing up my course map again. Yeah.
So are
I
we all
think
lined up in the
if
right direction at the
the-
moment, the three of us?
There should be 5 of
I'm,
us. at
I'm
this
checking
point.
that right now.
Yeah, we should be approximately in the right direction, but we're probably about 10 degrees off. But that's not a huge amount, so I'm not worried about that.
Right. Okay.
So there's four
But
SRVs.
we're approximately in the right direction anyway, so I think that's fine.
So we should be
Okay.
skirting the
Fire
crater.
for
What I'm-
zombies.
You keep
What
onto the
I'm gonna
raised
do
section,
here is I'm
basically.
gonna-
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of got hopelessly lost about halfway around.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the map in front of me at the moment on my phone,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna try and keep to it as best I can. But you know, I mean, people can follow me if they like around, but I'm not guaranteed to be 100% accurate myself. Because as always, on the ground, things look different from the ground they do in the air. You know how close you are to the ground.
Don't they always? Yeah.
Yep, very much. Okay.
You have run it before, right,
Okay,
Yannick?
so if I get
I
lost,
have,
I'm
yeah.
informing you,
But the thing is, as you know, if you've got plenty of time by yourself, it's not the same as running it when you're trying to race somebody.
Let's see, where are the SRVs? I'm popped up and I shifted a little bit too much. Oh wait, I think I see them now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, never mind. Got them. All right. Headlights
Yes,
are
we are
useful.
here.
Yeah, I see you now. Cool. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna stop right here, and you guys are pointed in the right direction according to what I saw of the map. But I'm gonna point the laser in the right direction, and then I'm gonna swing it back to
Yeah.
parallel.
What I'm going to do, just to help
Second
navigation,
here.
is I'm going to put Von Trapp in the same wing as me, so that at least we've got sort of some relative sort of comparison to where people are. Okay, you're in a wing already. That doesn't
Right.
matter. But I'm clicked onto him anyway, just as a sort of relative reference. Oh dear, this is going to get interesting, isn't it?
All right. Okay, so the laser is going towards the direction of the race, at least on the first leg.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Yeah.
So now I'm basically closing the gate here. I'm gonna.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
Got it.
That looks good.
Okay, so way we'll do this is I'll do a countdown and then I'll turn off the laser. You guys go ahead and use that as your start. Then I'll
Mhm.
turn it back. Then I'll pop up and try and follow you as much as I can,
Cool. Right, we'll do
at
that.
least
then.
visually.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we'll do that. Okay, so ready to go, everyone?
Ready.
Okay.
5,
Come down.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, we're away.
Uh-huh.
For some reason, I've lost sound on the regular game noises, but that sometimes comes back after a while. A lot of boulders here. There's a lot more boulders here than I would have expected normally. Maybe I'm
Yes,
just
this
delivering
is
Now you guys are
weird
headed
and
in
clear
toward,
terrain.
it looks like you guys are headed in towards the crater. You might want to turn a little bit more towards your left
Yeah.
to follow the course. And then
And now I see the track.
yeah. Okay. And yeah, so unfortunately, yeah, somebody always gets turned around there. But it looks like you're generally headed in the right direction now.
Maybe we need a race director flying above us.
Yeah.
Logan is free.
I probably should have done that myself on the first one, but yeah, I thought that people would make their way around normally. But this is the thing: it's like until it happens, you don't really know what's going to happen.
Okay, whoever's in the lead, start tracking a little bit more towards your right. I wish there was some piece of salvage I could actually put down and have it stay in place for
Well, this is the
navigational
thing,
purpose,
yeah.
but,
It's too small and it
unfortunately,
can't.
yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way in
No.
Elite. They
But
they despawn after a while.
Yeah.
Would the person being the laser, if they could also set down their SRV, would that?
It kills the laser off.
Don't. I can't do that. It's horizons. I'd have to be in the thing. That would work in Odyssey,
Yeah.
but it would.
Okay,
But I can't.
this is where I got lost last time. Okay, wait. So do I follow?
Let's see.
Are we still not around
It
the
looks.
creator? Whatever
It
it is?
looks
Okay,
like
so we
you're
keep
coming
going.
up. It looks like you're coming up on it. Tell you what.
So I'm following Strapcast.
I'm still on the raise section, so I know I've not gone wrong.
Okay,
Don't follow
so
me. I have no idea where I am.
Here, I'm gonna pop out ahead of you just a little bit here.
so
Von
yeah, I'm
Trapp's
still going.
Yeah, so yeah, Von Trapp's about 3k
original
behind
direction,
me.
so I'm gonna keep-
Logan mark in the course.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah, this is
I can
definitely
see
where-
now. I can turn in a bit. Oh, I see. I'm near one of the edges, so that we can.
Thank you, Logan.
Cool. Yeah.
Does that make any sense there?
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, I think we got about this far and then
On the
turned
ground.
around or something.
I'm winged up with Yannick, so I can actually kind of see better where he is. So I'm going to back up and get back to the start-finish line area,
Cool.
and then I'll sort of pop up high and follow Yannick's. I'll try and see if I can see any headlights.
I don't have my headlights on right now. Maybe I should switch them on to give you some better visibility.
Yeah. If anybody does not have their headlights on, please do turn them on.
Usually I wouldn't
That'll help
recommend
a
it, but
lot.
for today I think because we're a small group, it doesn't matter. But usually you have too many people with headlights on, it tends to slow the game down.
Oh yeah. Well, we don't have that many people here.
Well, that's the
so
thing, exactly. So
it'll
that's
work
why
out.
I'm not that bothered by it.
Yeah, if we had like 8 to 10 people here, yeah, but we've only got about half that.
No, I
so-
agree. Yeah, totally.
Only 5.
Okay, I'm gonna stop for a second to get my bearings, make sure I'm going in the right direction.
I'm gonna fire the laser for you, Yannick,
Hopefully, because I'm following you.
Yeah, I think
and you can see me, right?
I'm in the complete different direction to you. I'm going to stop in a second just to get my bearings, and I'm going to external camera so I can see as far away as I possibly can. Right.
It looks like you're definitely on the right course. You're just.
I think I am. Yeah.
It may not look like that from where you are.
Yeah.
It shows you pointing in towards the crater. So I think if you just turn to your left, you're going to be about 90 degrees. You'll be fine.
Yeah. My direction, I think I'm doing okay, actually. I think I'm pointed in roughly the right direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I think I'm doing right, actually.
Now about another.
This course is longer than I thought, actually.
Another quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think another quarter kilometer or so, and you need to make that right-hand turn to get around.
Yeah, I think something like that.
Yeah, I think it's this section here where it's just like so much up and down, you like really lose track of
Yeah.
where the rim is.
But- Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
So if anybody needs it, I mean, you can kind of look behind you and see where the laser is.
I'm a darkful. I have fallen and I can't get up.
It looks very odd what you're doing, Duran.
I just fallen and I can't get up. Oh my roof.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
think I'm coming to a point where I can turn.
Ah!
Yeah. It looks like you're about to hit the turn there.
Cool. It's always
So I'd
interesting.
say start turning in a little towards your right. I think
Yeah.
you'll be fine.
I think you're right. It's interesting. You start seeing all these the little rocks that you can split open with a laser for mats, and it's like, no, I don't want that right now. You're turning up just when I don't want you.
Uh-huh.
It's often the way, isn't it?
It's like you want it, but not badly enough.
No. Or not today, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. I've made a bit of a right turn, but not a drastic one.
Right.
I'm just trying to get some air as well.
Oh,
I
the
think-
rock. Come on.
You will hate the rocks from that day.
Looks like you spun out there a little bit there,
Spinning.
Yannick.
I did, yep. Complete 360.
Yannick spun out a little bit.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Yeah, Von Trapp's caught me up now.
Can anyone still see the laser if you
Yeah.
turn back?
Yeah,
I'll have a look in a second.
Okay.
the laser's off my right side.
I see the laser.
Okay, good.
Okay, I
On
think I
five-
can see
5 o'clock.
the actual hole again. Got my bearings.
It seems I'm far behind the peloton.
Right.
Yeah. Whoa.
It's always quite funny when you start flying through the air but sideways, because there's literally nothing you can do.
That's the one
Yeah,
thing
but-
I wish the SRVs had would be like a way to.
Oh,
You've
oh
gotta-
there's a way. I've been practicing it. It's hard.
But it's not got actually any
Yeah, a way
your
to
control. Yeah.
use the jets to pivot yourself.
Yep, just
I
did
mean,
it.
Yeah, it's kind of limited to
Oh,
what you
you're
can
not
do.
a fly commander. Now you need to lift license to drive the survey. It's
Right.
more hard than flying the
The
ship.
wrong way.
Yeah.
I mean, you can yaw and you can pitch forward and back, and I mean, yaw and pitches you can do, but you don't. But the SRVs don't really have translation controls.
No.
Have you seen the pro Rocket League players that do the little ring races? It's like that.
Oh, okay.
You got to pitch up or down, gimbal around, do like a spin. If it's a small adjustment, you can just kind of do like a 15, 20 degree spin. But if it's like a
Yeah.
complete turnaround, you got to like basically pitch into the ground.
Rocket League
Flip
is
around
Rocket League is a lot of fun to watch. I've not yet played the game,
It's
but
not fun to play.
Yeah, me
It
too.
frustrates the hell out of me.
No, a friend of mine's like pretty much an expert player, and I've seen him play. Is like, yeah, that looks quite hard actually.
yeah. But from what I've seen, it's gone almost Team Fortress 2 with all the hats.
Well, it's a very popular game.
I
Isn't
see you
it?
one up.
Okay.
Yeah, I really can't see anybody else except Yannick's position because I'm winged with him.
There's a bunch of
I
people
think you
behind
need to
me.
Start your turn there, Yannick.
Yeah, I've got there's a bunch of people on my radar immediately behind. I'm going to actually stop for a second to gain my bearings again. So that's just the easiest way to do this.
Right.
That was a failed attempt at a turnaround.
Someone just bumped into me. Okay, I think yeah, we've definitely come to like the apex of one turn. I think I'll have to go off slightly to the right again, as you say. Actually, almost 90 degrees, I would have thought.
Nobody's lost again.
No. Maybe like 100 degrees, possibly. Not 100 degrees, sorry. 90 degrees from where I was, that would be, what, 100 and... maybe 150 or something. I'm just going to keep going in this direction. That looks about right.
Well, my laser is pointed at the 150 degree angle towards the horizon.
Mhm.
So I don't know if that'll help.
I can't see
Yeah,
it at
it
the
helps.
moment.
Now I see the direction.
Mhm.
Our current heading is 170. Is that correct? On the distant leg. With the C shape.
Oh my god.
Outer side from the start. Okay?
It's getting very
I
low
see
grip
now.
round here. It's very hard to follow properly.
If I'm heading...
Is this an? I didn't check before I came down. Is this an ice moon
It's either ice or rocky ice, isn't it?
or rocky?
It's rocky, it's rocky.
If I'm heading
Okay.
270, have I gone round back on myself? I can see the laser heading 270.
Possibly.
I don't know. I mean, I'm 2 kilometers from Yannick.
It's a shame that we can't actually track. Well, if you're near me, then you probably haven't gone back on yourself. Well, unless you're in a completely different direction.
Yeah.
Pretty sure, because at one point I was about 800 meters from you.
Yeah.
Um,
But I have turned those, so that's
I don't know.
probably...
I can see the crater from where I am, but I don't know whether I'm going back on myself. So when I'm looking directly at the ship is on the right of the laser. Does that mean I'm traveling back? The way I came?
If we're going on the right course,
Right of the laser.
your ship's laser
I'm
should be
looking
on our right if we're
We
going in the right
are still on the
direction.
course.
So in which case the laser is going right to left from where I am. So I'm going the wrong way, aren't I?
Probably, yeah.
Possibly.
Okay, I'm
feel
going to
like
get
I'm
some
Although-
SRV repair and refuel.
So Yannick, you know the course, right? Have a look at the ship.
Yeah.
Raise your turret and have a look. Put your...
Yeah, one
Is
second.
that you talking,
Directly at
Logan?
the
You got
ship.
really quiet.
Okay, I
and
just
tell me
refuel and
What do
repair.
you see? Whether the laser's going right to
Now I've been overtaken, so if I lose, I'm blaming you.
Well, if
That's fine. I blame you.
well
anyway.
from Yannick's position, he should see the ship on the right, and the laser firing right to left.
Yeah.
If that's what you're seeing, then you're in the right area.
Yeah, I think we are in the right. And the
Okay.
people ahead of me now are going in approximately the right direction.
Are we
I
about
think.
halfway around then?
Actually, yeah, we're almost halfway around, I think. Actually, they might be going towards the edge here. I think. Where am I pointing? I'm pointing slightly off, so maybe need a few degrees of correction. I reckon I'm going about 170 at the moment. That probably is the right direction because the camera can't see all the way, but as far as I can see, I think that's the right way to go.
I see the hole.
Guys, we just passed 45% of the track. That C-shape section, we are here. Just a bit
Okay.
left. And then we will have big C as third quarter of the race.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I say I have done this once, but it seemed to go faster. I think maybe because I was listening to music at the time. At the moment, I'm concentrating because I'm actually going faster than I was there.
Oh yeah.
And racing other people as well is you're always trying to do your best. As we said earlier, it's just like when you're exploring by yourself, it's always much more casual, isn't it? Whoa. I think someone nearly crashed right to the side of me, like 90 degrees to the side. So they're probably going away from the crater rim, or the edge, or whatever you wish to call it. But yeah, I'm trying to. I think I'm in the right direction. Oh, and I just hit a big rock.
I think. Yeah. I think the best tracks are the ones that just follow a central mesa, and if you just keep your point, if your point of reference is, I tend to go around either flying or in an SRV around these kinds of courses, and
Logan, can
well,
you just guide us if
Yannick,
some
I think you're off the outside of the
on
rim.
your right?
Okay.
but if you race through a canyon as your course, then it's much harder to get off the track than if you race on the ridges. Although I got to say, ridges can be more exciting because you
Yeah.
can fall off.
That's the most fun racing of all, actually.
You know what? Okay. I
Okay,
can definitely
right.
see the course from here. This is a nice vantage. And I'm going off of it.
Oops. Now I can, like I said earlier, I can see nothing now, not even headlights. So you're all beyond render range.
So that's probably a good thing that we're at the other side of the course. Everything. I'll try and pick you up again in a second when I try to get my bearings a second time. Well, fourth time or whatever it is. Now, I've lost count how many times I've stopped to get my bearings.
At this point, I'm gonna. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and release the laser, and if you guys need it, call out, and I'll fire it.
Okay. Right, I have stopped. Okay, give me a quick blast on the laser just for reference.
Yeah,
we
like
go.
I think you're.
I think I'm near the
Which
edge of the course.
direction?
Yeah.
It's
I think you're
fine.
off course, Yannick.
Yeah, I think I'm towards the edges of it actually. I haven't fallen off yet. Someone's actually further away than me on the edge. Okay. Quick blast the laser again.
I think I'm at the right turn. Do you guys
Yeah.
want to come rally up by me?
Okay.
Oh, hey,
Now I
somebody's
see.
coming back towards me, coming the wrong way.
That'll be me.
Right. Cool.
Is that
I can
you
see their
moving?
headlights.
There's someone else just sitting there.
Okay. Right.
I'm fairly certain that I'm facing into the course.
I see the right direction.
I'm gonna go now.
Something like 190 from your positions.
I ran out of boost right into a rock.
I came down in altitude somewhat, so whoever is approaching me from my port side, you're not going to qualify as the winner of the race, but if you just want to cross under the beam and take note of it,
Just be
you
there.
can.
Yeah.
Well, I'm certainly not going round again if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, it would take too long anyway, and if
My
we
pitch
wanted
got
to.
reset.
I've had 3 repairs so far.
I tell you what doesn't help, keep dropping through the planets. There's so many floating boulders.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
those are killers. Yeah.
I've discovered there's a way to get around that and fix it.
Whoa, I
What
just
you do
gone
is
flying
you
with a
just
boulder.
just exit out to the main menu and then pop right back in, and that generally clears up that terrain issue. Now, whether you come back in the same instance, hard to say.
Yeah.
I've been lucky on the couple 2 or 3 times I've done it, but other people have reported that they've come back in different instances. I think
Yeah,
might have something to do with whether you're winged up or not.
Yeah, it could do.
I mean,
Aye.
the odd boulder's fine, but I've got hundreds of them.
Yeah, floating boulders are never any fun.
I've been leaving wing for the last half an hour.
Mhm. Right, I'm coming to a higher
I
ground
did
now.
find in Odyssey. In Odyssey, I discovered a. Now, this was not a terrain glitch per se. I was just walking on foot through a real narrow little canyon, not even big enough for the SRV, and there was a boulder that actually was a big flat one, and it had generated itself right across the canyon at about it was high enough that I could actually walk underneath it. I posted pictures of that.
Yeah, I remember that.
This was about a month back or so. I don't know if that would have been a permanent thing, like if I logged out and came back, if that had been the son of a cave.
Right. I think I'm on the right track now.
Yeah, it looks like you are, from what little I can tell.
I mean, one thing I will say.
I think you're about halfway through the course.
I am.
Is my guess.
Yeah.
Seems like we've been halfway forever.
The thing is, with a lot of these sort of recon ones, it's like, because this is actually quite a wide track we're looking at, is that I'm trying to think, like, did it look like this time? I don't recognise lots of that's why I'm stopping as much as I am, but that's the thing. Also, the lighting was slightly different, and the sun was a bit brighter.
Yeah.
It always looks a bit different, doesn't it? But that's the thing, as we always say, that things always don't look the same once you get there, either an atmosphere or without.
Yeah, that's one thing. I seem to recall that on the moon missions, it was very difficult for the astronauts to actually accurately estimate distances.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because their eyes kept playing tricks on them, because the horizon effectively is a whole lot closer. Because it's only I think the moon's like 1/6 the diameter of the Earth, maybe less.
Less than that, yeah. But you're right.
And
Yeah, and the one problem is our eyes are for stereo good for what 3 meters or something like that. And if you all other distances we just estimate by reflections and by relative stuff. And on the moon you have different lighting, and that tricks one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's another factor.
Yeah, a lot of how we estimate distances.
Yeah, distance, all what is farther away than 3 meters is just guesswork.
I think
not calculation.
Yeah.
Our eyes are not made for that.
All of those are factors, and also
Or it's based on your experience, but whoever had experience with navigating on the moon.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, experience, and that's what makes the guesswork. We have learned to how far something.
We're also evolved to see things through an ocean of air, which doesn't exist on the moon. Because obviously the atmosphere that you have there is just the atmosphere in your spacesuit.
Yeah, there's that too.
So all these factors, you put them all together, and as you say, it's like navigating can be very difficult. You probably need GPS on the moon more than you do on the Earth, to be honest.
Yeah.
Also, because the fact that, well, the obvious fact is that the terrain's much more similar. It's much more easy to think that boulder looks very similar to that boulder we saw earlier. You know.
Yeah. I think what they had, there was like a boulder that they initially thought was about half the size of a house, and they wanted to get over to it, but it turned out to be completely different in terms of size and distance. It was actually an enormous boulder, and it was just farther away, but the lack of any atmospheric
effect, yeah.
It just made it look very sharp and very close.
I think I've turned.
But it really was much further away.
I think I've reached the bottom of the course. Where you turn around again.
I think you have.
So that's good. But yeah, the first time you guys surprised me, I thought, you're not supposed to be that this quickly.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying about the moon in navigation. I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, I was thinking that when he said GPS, I was thinking that one of the things we're likely going to have on the moon for navigation purposes, if we're going to have multiple little outposts out there,
yeah,
is a set of beacons.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because I don't think because I think because of the fact that we get these gravitational anomalies in orbit of the moon, I don't know if you can actually place a GPS system around the moon unless it's in a higher orbit.
You can, but higher orbit, yeah.
True, that's no problem.
Remember, in Earth orbit, they're quite high anyway, so I wouldn't worry about that. Yeah.
Do you mean just the greater tidal effects from the Earth on the moon, from vice versa?
Again?
The greater tidal effects of the Earth on the moon versus the other way around.
Yeah, but the moon is tidal. There is no movement anymore.
I think
entirely true, but there are some tidal effects on the moon itself. It's very, very, very small.
I think what Logan's referring to is that the moon is much less of a... The moon is less a sphere than the Earth is. It's less perfect sphere, so there are more gravitational anomalies in terms of the huge variations of density and, like, you know... I think even different, like, mountain ranges, for example, are of different density more than... And that affects the gravitational sort of field more than it does... Like, the Earth's gravitational field is kind of... Does have, like, variations in it, but less variations than the moon does. Like, the moon is comparatively fairly kind of rough, if you see what I mean. Like, more so than the Earth's, anyway. Just because the Earth is a more perfect sphere and it is more... The matter's more evenly distributed across its surface.
Yeah, I mean the difference in variations even between, say, Mount Everest and the Marianas Trench, in proportion, are less than the variations in mountain ranges and the various low areas of the moon, just because the moon is that much smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Did I see a
if you see what I mean?
Just now, or?
Somebody forget who it was, but he decided to go ahead and just hop in his ship, and I think he was taking a look at you guys earlier and seeing where you were. Yeah, it was the DBZ.
I'm looking for people, but I can't find anyone at the moment.
Oh.
Is that AG?
No, I think AG's still going in. AG, you're still with the SRV and going around the course, right?
Strapcast is looking for us, I think. So no.
I'm behind the one top.
Yeah, Strapcast is looking for you, but I haven't.
Yannick is 1 kilometer to the right from us. You can track.
I think someone might be close behind me, or I can see the traces
see
at least. Yeah.
the starting line,
Mhm.
and we still
You know what's
even
kind of
did not reach it last quarter of the race.
Yeah. You know what's kind of funny? Space 1999 got a lot of things wrong with basic physics and all that, but there was one thing that they really did get right, and that was the placement of Moonbase Alpha itself in terms of where it would need to be.
Yeah.
They actually have listed coordinates for where it's supposed to be, and it's actually close to the south pole of the moon. Which makes a lot of sense, because even if it's not right in one of those dark craters with water, they'd still have easy access to it with the Eagles.
Yeah.
It's a very short range hop to get over to the permanently dark crater. Well, hold on now. Wait a minute. That's an interesting idea, because the moon is supposedly cavorting all around the galaxy now. They better go ahead and grab all that water before it melts away, because now you've got varying light sources and getting close to various stars. What was permanently dark wouldn't be dark anymore. But at least the initial placement of Moonbase Alpha makes sense.
I know what you
How
mean.
does it
Yeah.
like go up around this rim?
Yeah, there is a rim that I'm approaching, but I am slightly lower than it. I sort of fall into a small
It looks like
kind
you
of valley.
are headed. Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like you're headed downhill.
Yeah, I didn't see that until I actually started flying above it. So yeah, another repair necessary.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head up back to this rim, which is very far away, but is this very confusing?
Yeah, but
Can you see?
that's what we were saying a moment
Can
ago
anyone
about.
still see the laser?
Let's have a look.
No, I see nothing. I just have the other ones.
I
Well,
can
it might
see
be
you, but I can't
foreshortened
see the
because
laser. Yeah.
Because I'm pointing. The laser is now. I'm firing the laser now, and it's pointed almost directly at you guys. If I turn the ship
Yeah.
this way, I wonder if you would be able to spot it.
Okay. Let's do that.
Does that mean
How's
we're still
that?
halfway only?
I think you might be past the halfway mark, but I think you'd have to check with Yannick on that, because I have.
I'm just gonna stop and get
It
my
looks like
bearings
you're
again.
going around the course.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think as always, I thought I was in approximately the right direction, but that doesn't mean I'm in exactly the right place. Yeah, I think I may have accidentally sort of, without meaning to, taken a bit of a shortcut, but it's only a very small shortcut though. I went it's like the middle bit where it sort of dips down.
Somebody's approaching
Yeah.
this. I think it's that same DBZ. Who is that? Let's see. That is Strapcast. Okay, I guess Strapcast gave it up and he came back.
I did, if you remember. You said I wouldn't qualify.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought,
Oh, okay.
doesn't sound like Yannick's going to qualify either, because he's taking.
I mean, to be fair, I think anyone's getting a medal for completion of this, to be honest. Everyone gets a medal who finishes. Because this is not the easiest of courses. I mean, to be fair, at least I actually take part in my own course rather than subject everyone else to it.
There's no need to defend yourself.
There is that, yeah.
This is my self-deprecating humour, don't worry about that.
Are you pointing your laser at them?
Sorry, what?
I said, are you pointing your laser at the racers?
Currently, I believe it is.
Okay, so I'm gonna follow that and then find them, because I haven't found them yet.
Okay.
Basically, if you go towards a heading of 150, you should be able to see Yannick once you get across there. Because I'm pointing directly at a heading of 150, and I think he just passed. I think he just crossed under where I'm pointing the laser. It's a little hard to tell, because
I'm trying to
my laser is offset.
I can see starting laser. Oh, wait a minute.
I'm gonna wait till I get on the top of this mound over here, then I'll check it again. But you're right. But there's so many things in real life. Absolutely, we need like beacons on the moon or a very good GPS system, which wouldn't be too hard to do, because the moon's smaller than the Earth. You need fewer satellites at a distance, and then by the time you do that, it's not too difficult.
Just need to play some hot. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
I think the main issue with the gravitational anomalies really only came into play just because we were orbiting the Apollo spacecraft very low.
Yeah.
We're talking like their maximum orbital altitude once they were in place was like 60 miles.
Mm-hmm.
And if you placed your GPS at like say 400 to 500, I don't think you'd have any problem.
I'm gonna go to this rim over here.
Yeah, Yonex is definitely well past where I had the laser pointed now, and I think I see someone down there. I don't know if that's a ship or if that's an SRV.
There's no ships.
I haven't seen the ship in a
Strapcast
while. Yeah.
Ship. Okay.
Yeah. No, you're right about Apollo though.
Yeah, it's got to be Strapcast.
It's interesting because obviously, like the later missions from about 14 onwards, you use this kind of very elliptical orbit deliberately so they could get so they could insert the lunar module more accurately, and like rendezvous with using less propellant, etc.
Oh.
So yeah, but originally I think was it Apollo 11, no 10, 11, and 12 all had very circular orbits. But you're right; those orbits were noticed as having these sort of abrupt changes because of the whole sort of irregularity of the moon's gravity.
I think they called them. Didn't they call them mascons for mass concentration?
I think you're right. Yeah, that rings a bell. Yeah.
Which direction, guys?
Okay. At the moment, I'm heading at about 280 degrees, but that's just from where I am right now. I don't know where you are.
I think you really should be starting to turn back. If you can actually see the laser, you might want to be turning back towards it now, because I think you've gone enough around the course that.
I see now.
Which might be a shortcut, but I'm just doing it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Because I think there's a. It looks like there's a pit, and then this whole ridge thing that you have going around it. I'm not 100% certain. This is that would be the correct thing according to the map initially that you posted.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's a shortcut, well, it's a shortcut everyone can take.
Exactly.
So hey, there's that.
Right? So yeah.
He's way over there. Okay.
I think there's someone close to me at the moment. I don't know if it's a ship or an SRV, but there's definitely someone very close on the radar.
Are you in the blue SRV, Yannick?
I am, yeah, sort of metallic blue.
No, actually,
Beeline to Yannick.
not sure if that's shortcut.
Cross whatever this is.
Can anyone see the blue laser?
Yep.
Hold on. Whoa.
Okay, from your point of view now, it should look as if my ship is on the left of the laser.
If I'm right, a bit there, Yannick, I think.
Yeah, I've gone slightly too far over one side.
Yeah, that's right.
If you get to the top of the ridge where you were.
Yeah, no, I could see what was happening. I just couldn't stop the SRV. That's all. But thanks for the confirmation anyway. It's always useful.
I'm going to get myself a little closer to the ground now. I think we got people approaching.
Cool.
It's still a long, long way off.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I'll just go ahead and pop back up again, and when I see somebody when I see headlights, I'll.
I think I can see Strapcast now. Yeah, that's cool.
Crossing the finish line.
Do you see me, Logan? Strapcast on your radar?
I don't see on radar.
Okay, well that's where Yannick is, where I am.
Yeah, well, I'm in wing with Yannick, so I can actually kind of track his progress. And I think I see... I think I see a group of headlights, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, Fun Trap, Duran, and Stockman Pooper, we are more or less on a cruise
Oh my god.
2 kilometers across.
I don't know if I need to
Yannick,
go further out around or just.
Yeah, we really missed the last leg. I did not turn at 90 degrees to the right.
And I
I'm
have
gonna
the
follow this
feeling we are
ridge right
just
here.
doing
That's what I'm gonna
guesswork.
do. I'm gonna call it right.
Yannick,
Hi.
where my ship is pointing,
Yeah.
my nose is the most direct route
Stop
to the
screaming
laser.
out.
Funny enough, I can't actually see you anymore. You think you disappeared from my vision and my radar.
Okay.
I've got Logan though. I've got locked onto him, so I know where he is.
Okay.
Ooh, I just gone flying through the air in a really abrupt way. It's good for the stream though. Hello everyone out there watching on the stream.
Most direct route, which is still a long way actually.
I think I'm
It
on
is
the
still
rim
quite a long way. Yeah.
now.
Yannick, would you describe your motion as floating in a most peculiar way?
Possibly, yeah.
No, but the stars do look very different today.
Indeed, yeah.
Yes, can you read me, Major Tom?
Ah dear. The good old Cobra Mark III.
By the way, one of the
see Yannick
absolute classic, funniest bits from any of the Venture Brothers episodes is the opening where all the dialogue comes from that song.
Wow.
It's mad, absolutely mad, and I love them for it. Of course, this is the same show where
Most flying ahead with the green.
the supervillain head of the Guild of Calamitous Intent is
Strapcat,
David
move away.
Bowie.
That's a nice little coincidence.
Okay, Strapcat, you're guiding us.
Whoa.
There is Popper behind us. You're gonna be last, member.
I'm gonna run out of fuel this
Who's
course.
in the
it's so
red
long.
SRV behind Yannick?
Okay. Yeah.
Still not
I've refueled
seeing-
once already, so it's anyone hasn't repaired or refueled
Wait,
already,
how far is he?
you've got to do it before the end of the course, otherwise you're gonna die.
I have not repaired. My God.
Yannick, just for reference, is 18.7 kilometers from me.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Now I'm
Yeah.
39%.
So that's as the crow flies.
That's in a straight line, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I might be coming to a
Yeah.
bit that
You
it will
can
be flat.
triple that at least.
I mean, one thing you're getting your bang for your buck over here in Horizons. All the Odyssey people have already finished. Actually, they literally went to orbit an hour ago. I wasn't quite sure why their particular meet was so short, but I might ask that later. I mean, it seems a little bit short, an hour and 15.
Let me. The laser's going to be off. I'm going to check the Discord and see if anybody actually said anything
Mm-hmm.
about that. Audio, voice, text, chat. Is there any indication as to what happened? Symbol on foot near the red DBX. Blah blah blah. Okay, we got a group of commanders saluting on top of the mountain. Today at 12:19 p.m. Yeah, that was about. We're coming up on about an hour ago since they broke up and finished their event. Whatever. Yeah. Hello, whoever just joined us.
Hello, yeah.
Strapcast
Uh,
disappeared.
Cook grenade.
Hello.
I'm up ahead of you guys.
Welcome to whoever it was. I think it's Cook grenade anyway. And I'm
Yeah.
now going to hit the ground very hard. Yeah. Whoa.
Ooh, yeah, you better repair there, buddy. You're at 19%.
Yep,
Oh, there you go.
I'm fine
back
now,
to
but
100.
thank you. Cool. Let's keep going.
Who's in the red SRV behind Yannick? Is that Duran?
No, I'm not behind Yannick. I'm behind one
There's no
tower.
freaking room here. What the crap?
Someone's behind.
Ah!
If you see that SRV, you can select and touch it and read who it is. It's a secret.
Say that again.
Just click on that red SRV and read who it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of flying done here. I mean, SRV flying is a skill to itself.
Yeah.
I think that's the difference between people like myself and most explorers and the actual buckyball racers. They're just pretty much experts at flying with SRVs.
I can do that to some extent, but no expert.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I can fly perfectly, but landing is a different problem.
Yeah.
Strapcast, am I going the right way?
Kind of.
Kind of.
I mean,
I'll take it.
well, there's a fork further up. I don't know whether that's
Yes, you are on top.
part of
The
Yannick's
course is
map,
further
but-
out, like to my left.
Are you in the red SRV?
No, I'm yellow.
I don't. Do you see me then?
Sorry, what?
Because I don't see you. I said, do you see Strapcast?
I'm like right under you almost.
Oh, okay. So the quickest route to the laser. Well, hang on a second. Let me have a...
I nearly actually call this event SRV Rally, but that would have been more accurate than SRV Race.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have you seen that? Have you seen that one? It was an Elite Danger. Somebody flying the canyons in Pomesh in a Viper, and he's doing pretty well. But occasionally he's litho braking against the side of the canyon.
Yeah.
And they've dubbed over that the bit from the that infamous or famous bit with the guy who is doing the rally with the driver who is not listening to his call outs very well.
I don't think I've seen that, but it sounds amusing.
You know, turn left, hard left, harder left.
Me? This way?
So maybe we're back in
No.
the
Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me on that. You know, I'm just describing what I was hearing, and you know,
Oh, okay.
he's like, you must listen to my call-outs. You're going to smash the car, and
I'm gonna
it's
stop
like,
you breaking the car.
yeah, and somebody overdubbed the sound from that rally car incident on top of the guy flying the canyons in Pomesh, and it is hilarious.
I was just did anyone ever watch Group C rallying? Was it Group B rallying in the 1980s, or know of it through like videos and documentaries and stuff? Because it's one of the most insane things you'll ever see. Basically, there was these insanely overpowered rally
I'm
cars.
familiar with it because I never watched it back in the day, but I got introduced to it through a historical documentary from none other than Jeremy Clarkson, who detailed the last time that a rear-wheel drive car only beat a set of four-wheel drive cars, or I should say one team of, and it was like the oh geez, what's the name of the car company?
The Lancia Integrale.
Thank you. That's it. Lancia versus the German car.
Audi Quattro.
That's it. That's the one. Yeah. And the thing is that the let's just say the Lancia team was very creative in their interpretation of the rules.
Yeah. I think in motorsport, generally, you have to be creative to be successful. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I was just I thought that whole documentary was hilarious. You know, it's like particularly describing two things. One was the method by which they qualified the Lancia in terms of production run. Because you have to have a certain number of vehicles that are actual production models before you can race in rally.
Yeah.
And so, but they only had like half the cars ready. So they purposely put themselves into a parking lot that would have been too small for the full group of cars, had them count the cars at this parking lot and said, oh, well, see, our other group of cars are across town over here, but while we're on our way, let's stop over for lunch. And the guys who taking them to lunch take their blessed sweet time with it, while the rest of the team frantically moved all the cars from one parking lot to the other parking lot, and then switched out the tags or whatever they needed to do, so that when the race officials got there, oh, okay, here's the second group of cars, and then okay, 200 cars, okay, count them up, there's 400, okay, you're qualified to go. And they actually only had half the cars.
Yeah, that is not surprising. I think a few people did similar things. As you say, there's like a minimum number of cars to be entered in it. I think regular production cars that were supposedly the same, but they were kind of similar, I think. But there was, lots of rule bending going on. Hilarious, though. I mean, it was kind of that kind of Group B rallying was simultaneously kind of exhilarating and insanely dangerous as well.
One of the things that Clarkson detailed was, well, it didn't help matters any that it's suspected that the roll cages for the Lancias were made out of cardboard.
That's not very useful.
Cardboard.
Oh my.
They pass visual inspection just fine, but they're not actually rolled. And it's just the way that Jeremy Clarkson
underestimate
presents the whole thing as as a kind of a set all, but it got them qualified, and that's all that mattered. I just like the way that,
Fire your laser a second.
You're way over to the right of me, so I guess
that's where the SRVs are.
Yeah, just saying.
Which I would say is probably halfway.
Got to be more than halfway at the moment.
I reckon they're halfway around the circuit from where I am.
Well, no. Well, they're more than halfway. They should be far more than halfway. Yeah, they should be far more than halfway, although I don't think they've reached the final turn.
Well, looking at the rim of the crater that I'm sat above, it looks like they're around halfway. Maybe just over.
Oh,
Much more.
okay.
I think we might have to actually stop at some point because at this rate we're not going to make
From
halfway.
From where I was looking at it,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking
Okay.
at the distance, and I would say, yeah, around just over halfway, I reckon. If they skirt the crater's edge.
I'll tell you what. Instead of you guys trying to make your way all the way back, why don't I pick some spot that's closer to you, and you'll just cross the finish line there, and
Okay.
we'll call it a day.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, you do that then. I'll
half
climb.
the time I'm on the ground.
That's what I was trying to say earlier on, was that where I was stood further back, there was a direct run across the crater back to the laser, which would have probably been about the right length, I guess.
Okay.
That would have been around half the existing course. But I reckon you've got.
Right.
How long have you been travelling? About an hour?
Yeah.
I think 45 minutes at least.
Yeah.
I think you've got at least another 45 to go.
Okay, I'm going to stop here for now. And I suggest everyone else probably do the same thing until we know exactly where the finish line's going to be. I can see Logan now. Yep, cool. Right. Okay, I'll start rolling again towards him.
And we'll call it a day. How about that?
Super. Well, good idea, sir. And strap cars as well for your proposal. But yeah, it's it's all good fun though. It's all part of the joy.
And
but
where's
yeah,
the finish line?
where the laser is.
Should be sitting right in front of you now.
Maybe gain a little bit of
Feels like
altitude
it's
so we can
turned
see.
around to go to this finish line.
Yeah. Let me pop up a little bit here. How's that?
Yeah, I'm nearly there, so.
It's really hard to drive when the terrain visually doesn't match.
Whoa, over the.
Oh yeah,
edge.
you're having that sinking into the terrain problem, huh?
Yeah, hardly half the time.
Sinking into, driving over top of it, whatever.
And I've got over the beam. Awesome.
Over.
There you go. All right.
Nice.
Okay,
All
I think
right.
I went under it. Backwards.
Yeah, Yannick went over. Everybody else went under. Yannick gets the style points.
I was flying anyway, so I thought, why not continue?
I had not enough power.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
I'm going to recall my ship now.
Let me check. Where is the carrier? I wonder if it's above the horizon.
Okay,
Let's
actually,
see.
I'm going to have to...
Style. Stop.
I will be back in just 5 minutes. I have something to attend to very briefly.
Yes, it's very much above the horizon. Oh, of course, right.
We wait for Sock and Papa. He did not make it.
Yeah, just got to point towards the nebula there, right up above us there. Okay. All right. I'm just mentioning it because I assume we're probably going to want to perform a mass jump back to the carrier system. Is that the plan?
Yep.
Or does it sound like a good plan?
First, we need to land on the ground and make some photos.
Yeah, this Cobra I'm flying is my oldest ship.
Okay, back.
Yannick, I assume you want to do a mass jump back to the carrier system?
Naturally. Okay. Right. Because, yeah, that's the only nebula system, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Always in with the mass jump. It's the only way, really. Nice to see all the ships out and about. Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It's landing right in front of me. Go off the pilot.
Did we want to just jump from the planet's surface, or everybody just make their way back on their own, or what are we doing?
Let's have a look. Let's just get airborne first and see where
went into super cruise, but we could go back to the surface.
The planet is. If you're a super cruise already, it's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll just go up to super cruise as well. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just go into space.
Okay.
If people are already up and about, you can see a few people have already entered super cruise up there.
Right.
As long as we get a good angle for it, that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
That's the interesting thing about some of the really big expeditions like Distant Worlds or any of the Apollo ones, is that because you've got so many different instances and so many different flotillas out there all doing their own thing, each one of them had their own mass jump and their own targets and everything, and it's kind of fascinating, really.
Yeah.
Because I've not seen literally every single piece of footage from them. Sorry. Okay.
Should we all form up on Yannick?
Yeah. Bear with me a second once I actually drop out of Super Cruise, which I'll do shortly. Actually, the nebula itself is just a good enough target. We don't really have to find another place. It's because it's so big anyway. I'm just going to drop out of Super Cruise now.
Yeah.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Okay, I've come to a stop. And I've got Von Trapp with me anyway. Logan, you're in a wing, and anyone else just drop on my signal. Or if you need winging up, I'll do that in a second. That is a beautiful target. I mean, it's kind of rare that you see such a good-looking nebula, but at the same time, it's sort of close enough to be jumped into at this kind of, this kind of angle and aspect. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Go into external, have a quick look around. Actually, to be fair, for next week, I'm kind of minded to do CQC for everybody, because we've not done that for quite a while.
Why not?
And some people never played CQC, so, it's always a good one for expeditions. It's a good rule of thumb once an expedition to do CQC at some stage.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
It's good fun.
Yeah, where's everyone now?
We've just docked out of Super Cruise and we should be above the planet somewhere. Yeah, we're fairly close to the planet, actually. If you look in from orbit, it's got so many little, not just craters, but all these kind of rings as well. But yeah, it takes a while to go through those rings on SRVs.
I have found that it's a lot of fun to those canyons you do see often have little sub canyons within them, and those are the ones that are really fun to race through if you've got the turning capability to do it.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that is definitely true. Right. Okay, I'm an external looking back at us. I think we're missing some people, aren't we?
Actually, no. I think
Isn't
we got.
Strapcast here?
Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 people here, which is what we had before. Yeah.
Win me up because I'm seems in different.
Oh, there
now,
he is.
no?
The Strapcast is here. I thought, where's the DBX gone? I was like, yeah, there he is. I just found him because I'm an external cam now anyway, so I don't have the sensors.
Also, instead of my usual big Conda, I'm in the Cobra. That might be throwing you off a little bit there.
Pardon me. Yeah, this is a good look from the planet as well. I might take a snapshot of this.
Yeah.
It looks nice.
I can see you.
Yeah, let me get a screenshot here myself. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's always a good opportunity for anyone.
Whoever's in the Conda, can you move a little closer to us?
You're at a strange angle as well.
Who is that?
They're probably AFK at the moment by the looks. Oh no, they're not.
No. He's moving, so.
Cool.
He definitely heard us.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's
right.
awesome. Yeah.
Okay, let me get a good shot of
Logan,
that.
can you win me up?
Oh,
Since
hey,
I
I
lost
got a
again.
nice shot of both the moon and the gas giant beyond.
Sorry, who was asking for the wing?
That's a good look.
Guys, can you win me up, please?
Who's asking for it?
Duran.
AG Duran.
Oh, Duran. Okay. I can't see him on my list actually.
Maybe I need to rejoin.
Here.
Tell you what, let me see if I've got him on a friends list here. I could just
You can
invite
have
him.
me, Logan. You can.
Here,
I should have him.
I got it.
There he is.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've seen him before.
Have you got him?
I don't have him now. No, I can't see him at all.
I just winged him.
Oh, cool. That's great.
Well, let me go ahead and invite him to Wing. I've got him. So.
You invited
winged
me,
him.
but
Oh,
I
never
still
mind.
can't
It
see
says
you.
says Commander already in Wing, so I guess he got somebody caught him already.
Soken invited me, but I can't see
Not right now.
anyone.
Oh, okay.
But you're not in my are you?
Something weird. I will re-enter the game.
Yeah, you're on wing with me. That works.
Mhm.
Hello? Okay,
Hi.
now my mic's working. Yeah, I winged him in.
Cool. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Seems I'm not in instance. Let me log.
Are you on the right system? Now you're dead.
Yep. Yes, I'm in your system.
No. I got you are killed, and
No,
now you're
I'm,
out of the group.
I'm not killed. What's with the game now?
Okay. I just now I have only Fun Trap here.
That's weird. I see you and I see everyone else.
Huh.
Okay.
Let me see
Did
here.
you run for a while?
Who's close?
I am not. I'm not died.
Yeah.
Okay, the
I
people
don't
I've
know,
got near
Oh,
me
wait.
are.
Yeah.
Cancel that. I do not see AG.
He's not in local contact.
What's wrong?
Because he's usually if someone's not in the same instance, they're in the
Let me
friends
see
list
if I can
somewhere.
invite him again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. That's what I tried to do.
Yeah, that's strange.
Invite to Wing. Is it gonna work?
Very weird. Yeah.
Who's the
Now I can
There
BNC?
it is.
Yeah, I see him
Okay,
now. Yeah.
AG's in our wing now. Okay, we got him.
Right, we'll wait till he gets here.
DBX is Strapcast, just getting a few pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely take the opportunity.
Yeah,
to,
sure.
while
Don't,
we're
we won't
waiting
jump
to
for a
get
little bit
get
anyway.
the nice screenshots. Mm-hmm.
Just usual thin fishes.
So here's something to think about here. I'm just looking at the list of people in voice comms. Hey, AG, what's the oldest ship in your fleet? What type of ship is it?
Cobra. Cobra.
All right.
My second or
Okay.
third ship.
Hey, I'm flying a Cobra. That's my oldest ship. Right.
Cool.
Commander Sock and Pup, do you what's the oldest ship in your fleet? What type?
A Cobra Mark 3 or Cobra
Sock
Mark
and Pup.
4? I don't know.
What type of ship is your
remember.
oldest ship that you still have?
Yeah, that's the problem.
All right.
I have a Mark 3 and a Mark 4 Cobra.
Crypt grenade is
And maybe
muted.
I sold one of the Mark 3 first and rebought one later on. So maybe it's the Mark 3 or it's the Mark 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Nice.
Don't ask what's our very first ship, because we know that.
Okay.
Yeah, not everyone owns their first ship. Some people
Strapcast,
sold them.
what's your oldest ship type?
My first ship was the Eagle, but I don't own it anymore. But so that would be the Asp, I guess, the oldest one that I still own. Because as soon as I made some money, I upgraded.
So
I sold off my very first Sidewinder.
Wanna exit the tunnel, damn it.
I think when I bought Elite, Frontier were doing an Eagle package deal or something from memory.
Someone just dropped out.
Okay.
So Commander Dark Ladder, beg your pardon. I rechecked my list. My oldest ship is the Eagle that came
What's
with
the oldest ship you still have, Von Trapp?
Mine was
Don't know.
also Cobra.
Okay.
My first upgrade
Are
from the Sidewinder to Cobra. Still have it.
Dark Rider? I beg your pardon, I have rechecked my list. And my oldest ship is the Eagle that is shipped with my account.
Cool.
Oh, we lost someone.
That was mine too.
Cobra's gone.
Yeah. And that Eagle is still there.
Okay.
Untouched.
I had
somewhere.
lost connection completely. I had a Mav adder.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think it looks like someone dropped out, and it was you, wasn't it? So yeah, that's. Don't worry, we'll wait
Let
for
me
you.
see if I can get back in the same instance here.
Okay, cool. I will go back to.
Hopefully this works out.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, everyone here.
I think the oldest ship I own is actually still my main Asp from back in the day. I've got that with me on the expedition, but I've not flown it yet on this one.
Right. I noticed something with the Cobra that was kind of interesting. I always thought, before Odyssey, that the engine flanges around the Cobra's engines look like they are directional. That they provide some kind of directional function, kind of like Okay, it looks like I'm back in the same instance with you. Good, good. Yeah, I am. But in Odyssey, I had that confirmed, that as you change direction, those flanges around the engine nozzles actually do move.
Yeah.
On the Cobra, anyway.
Yeah, they do. I think on.
I'm not certain if they're directional or if it's just or if it's like a cooling function or something.
It looks like it might be cooling, but I can't be sure.
Yeah. Well, I'd say I think it's more directional because you've actually got cooling vents on the top of the ship. So I'm betting it's actually some kind of directional function. Oh, I better get back in my. I better lock onto the signal for the. Because it lost my signal there. Okay, there we go. Got it. Now I'm just set. Okay.
Okay,
I'm ready to go whenever.
Okay,
you guys
everyone's
are now.
ready to jump then.
Ready.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Right, spool up and we can jump in
Before-
that 20 seconds if we're all ready. A jump at 20:41.
Okay.
Okay, if everyone's ready to go, I will start the count shortly. Go in 10,
Okay.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. And we're away. Haha. That was very weird.
Woohoo!
The planet just flashed
Yeah.
in front of me for a second, then it disappeared. But it's behind us, so that was very odd.
I had that too. That happened to me too.
That's very strange.
But
So it's
with
not
me.
just me. How weird.
Yeah.
Oh, here we are. Back in the neutron star system. Endeavour. Right. Here we come.
I swear, Endeavor is so close to the neutron star that it just makes me nervous every time I
It does look dodgy.
drop in.
Just don't overspeed. Don't
Once exactly,
overspeed,
just once you get close
Yeah,
enough,
yeah.
it's not so bad. But yeah, you've got to like fly around the outside of it just to be sure, so you don't hit the exclusion zone by accident.
Uh-huh.
I remember when we first arrived here,
Right.
the few people in the main chat saying, "Oh, it's like, are you sure this actually is safe being that close?" Like, it is, but it looks closer than it actually is. It's just a
Yeah, you
visual
can
effect.
remember.
But it looks cool. It looks dangerous as hell. But isn't that like the best thing? It
Yes.
looks dangerous and cool, but it isn't really.
Yeah, and you can remember the exclusion zone. It does not render us now, but Horizons and Odyssey.
Hmm.
That's a bug, but nobody gonna fix that. Nobody.
Here we are.
Anyone wanna test if the exclusion zone is just non-existent currently?
I do not wish to test the
Along with
exclusion zone of a
Martin
neutron
Fine.
star. Thank you very much. I once did that. I think I was in
Because
an
it seems
Anaconda.
like an existent.
And I came out of Super Cruise
Well,
in the middle of the stream and died. It was a horribly painful thing to happen. Because it takes about 5 minutes to die, but you know that you can't escape it.
Ooh.
To be fair, this was like very early on in neutron stars when they were
I'd be
kind of more dangerous than they are at the moment.
Yeah, that I remember.
right.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. It was the
I'd
most
be far more
embarrassing
worried if
death
that was
ever.
a white dwarf out there.
Yeah, it was the most excruciating death I think I've ever had in Elite though, because you knew that it was going to happen. There's nothing you could do about it. It was just slow and like continuous.
Yep.
But yeah, sad really. But there you have it.
On the first one, you had that hope, though, didn't you?
Yeah,
You might get out of it.
yeah. I think if you're near the edges, it's a bit easy. This was like right in the middle of it, and you knew there was no way out. But yeah,
Well, I think when they first released it, even on
Uh-huh.
the edges, you got sucked in and died anyway. It took a
Yeah.
while for them to-
they used to be almost as dangerous as white dwarfs. It's true.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty
So, folks,
brutal.
thank you for the evening.
Thank you.
This dwarf's exclusion zone is working correctly.
See you next week.
Yeah. next
Alrighty
time.
then.
It's been great. Thank
Bye.
you. Have fun.
And
Alright,
I'll see you in the bar right now.
cool. I will wind my stream down shortly as well. I'm just going to do a quick
Okay.
pass of the carrier visually, and then I will be saying good night. But yeah, it's been a very fun meetup, this one, and in this beautiful but somewhat dangerous looking place. Yeah, back to our home for the expedition, the Carrier Endeavour. It's a very popular name for carriers. There's at least 4 of them, I think.
Yeah. Another very popular name is Normandy.
Yes. I think anything with a kind of military history to it is bound to be sort of, of interest to people, isn't it? Ah, cool. You see the
Yeah.
Anaconda over there, docking. Sees pad 14's being readied for somebody or something. The Thargoid coming out of it. No. Thargoid attacked out here, I'd be genuinely surprised.
I wonder what that new Thargoid Interceptor is going to look like.
It's a good question.
It'll look wild.
I wonder. Yeah. Let's see. Go to there.
Yeah.
Finding.
Actually,
I'm gonna pop over back into Odyssey here a bit.
Yeah, look at the white dwarf. Sorry, white dwarf. The neutron star. There's little jets at either side of the carrier. Well, not really little, but you know. Here we are. It's like the bat signal almost. You know, the ends of the jets.
I'm sorry if I'm talking too loud. My garniture microphone refuses to be
No
disabled.
worries. I've got a bit of
Sometimes.
Funny you should mention the bat signal.
Mhm.
Remember in the 1989 Batman film when they, for no particular reason other than it looked cool, they had the Batwing just fly up above the clouds and like and get in front of the moon for a bat signal that, it didn't really, it served no purpose. Okay, it was just the effects team just stunting on us, showing us, hey, look what we can do.
Yep.
But I literally saw somebody, a photo posted on Inara of somebody with an eagle, okay?
Right.
And a very bright moon, or maybe it was like a blue-white star in the distance, and they recreated that effect above the horizon of a local planet.
That took some working out, but
and I had to upvote that one because the eagle is pretty reasonable as a stand-in for the Batwing because of the forward swept wings and all that.
Yeah.
It actually worked out rather well.
I can believe
But I had
that,
to, but I was like, yep. Yeah, it's like, yes, sir, you win the style points for the day.
It does sound like fun. That's one thing that you can say about Elite Commanders, that most people develop a pretty good eye for photography over time, but yeah, that's a pretty interesting example. Yeah, this is such a good shot for photography here. Sorry.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, it's almost certain that it was the locals, like the local star.
Yeah.
But the guy noticed that it was just the perfect, distance from the planet. That they asked what do you call it? The arc across, like the minute arc's width of it.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
I'm
know what you
using the
mean.
terminology wrong, but the apparent size of it just matched the moon as it's normally seen, and which they used for that shot in the 1989 Batman movie, and that's So, because it had to be the local star because it threw the eagle into sharp shadow totally, so it was a complete silhouette instead of being able to see any details. So it was backlit by whatever was behind it. Or I should say back shadowed.
Sure.
Yeah, something like that.
I just zoomed out at the moment from the carrier as far as I can, and with the star blasting away in the background with its jets, making the continuous bat signal.
And I'm creating some photos right now.
It's a good time to take photos, definitely, yeah. Yeah, this is a very beautiful place, and we see a lot of beautiful places in Elite, absolutely, but some more than others. And in terms of the criteria, this particular place was picked partly because it was the most beautiful out of all the sort of other POIs you could have used as a waypoint. Just thought that looks really pretty. I think I've been there once before, and I went, that looks really nice actually. It's in the right area because there's a fair few POIs around here that could be used, but this one seemed the coolest, and here we are.
Yeah.
You can see the asp flying around the carrier. A little trail coming away. I don't think there's actually that many people watching the stream right now, but those who have probably got some pretty good sights out of this one. Yeah. Someone in the chat was also saying in on Twitch that would be nice. It was is it PandaForce99 saying it would be nice to plant a marker or flag in the surface of a planet. Well, I think we've said this pretty much as long as we've had Horizons or any landing sort of capability in Elite. It would have been absolutely wonderful to have some kind of surface marker. And it's not a permanent marker, just a temporary one that would last, I don't know, a day, let's say a week, so it doesn't become game litter.
Yeah.
But it would last as long as your expedition or event
just
needed
so you
it.
can plant the flag.
Literally, yeah. But what's wrong with that? Just a temporary marker. It would have makes like races so much easier for not just us, but like buckyball people as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna add that. Even permanent or temporary.
I mean, hey, if Kerbal Space Program can have the flag planting thing, why can't Elite?
Absolutely. Well, I can see there's an air show going on here with the Asp, I think it is, in the distance. Yeah. But no, you're absolutely right. It's just like, I think most people have said this at some point.
First, they need to adapt the animation of the flag with our current movement. What we are doing. That's too hard for them.
It would be lovely, wouldn't it? It really would.
Yeah. Because then you could actually design I think almost every expedition designs at least a simple, graphic for them to place on the EDSM page.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to turn that into a flag.
Exactly. Even if it is only for a temporary amount of time, it's... Yeah, I mean, as we've said so many times, whether people be fans of Horizons, Odyssey, or any other version of Elite, it's like, there's so many obvious, goals that Frontier has kind of missed, really, and why, no one's really sure. I mean, this is part of the communication problem that's been kind of perennial with Frontier. Well, nearly perennial. There's the odd time that they will communicate, but the rest of the time it's just like, well, why not? I mean, these things can't be that hard to code. And if they're not permanent in the game, I understand not wanting the game to be littered as some games end up being littered, but if that's not the case, then what could possibly be the problem? Because like one expedition, particularly in the middle of nowhere, it's not going to affect most players in the game. Same even with the buckyball race. That's not going to happen in one planet, in one system, probably somewhere near the bubble. But that's not going to litter anything, especially if it's not permanent. It just doesn't make any sense. It's just, I'm not a developer personally. I know quite a few, friends and relatives and stuff. But yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. But that's a whole different story, really.
I get the feeling that they're not intentionally being obtuse or mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that you're dealing with truly a bunch of technological autists, if you will, who get so into the grimblies of the game that they're like just outright. It's not they're not trying to do it to be mean. They're just flat out forgetting to talk.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I get the impression.
I'm there now.
Okay. Cool.
Anybody will to open up the bar?
Yeah, I think I'm going to call it a 90 in the next sort of 5 minutes. But yeah, if anyone else is out there and wants to go to the bar, you've certainly got one person who will be there with you. But yeah, as I've probably...
I'm on the ship right now, so yeah, I'll meet you in the bar.
Okay. Probably best on
I'll
that
log
note
off in the bar
to leave it then and say thank you for everyone.
I'm here in the bar. But...
It's been wonderful, and thank you for everything. I will see you all in the next one, and I'll see everyone in Twitchland in the next one as well. So until then, have fun.
Alrighty.
Right.